everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you've seen a previous clip, as I lift my shirt to show you my belly, I finally, in front of me, received my FDS 130 Mig Welder. It is gasless, as I lift my shirt up for you again. Woo. So, in the previous clip, I was starting to work on the new flange piece for the turbo. I did not finish that yet. But my welds are still a little bit off, and I'm doing my best to, study and work and get things a little bit, as you see, I took an old pipe and I started learning how to do a little bit of welding on this. But, yeah, let me show you what this flange piece looks like on the turbo. It needs to be cleaned, and I'm thinking about actually running another couple beads on top, and then we'll sand and clean everything up, and then I'll probably just paint it black. There you go. Now, I took a thick piece of exhaust piping, and I went and I bought the flange piece that I needed, but you can see my welds are not all that great, but I will be honest with you. Starting off, this is just me trying to clean everything off and everything that's like extra. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get over here, I'm going to install this, the other side, the turbo, and then I'm going to do some measurements and then figure out where I need to cut in order to mount the other flange so the turbo will sit nice and even on the other side. So here's the bracket that sits where the muffler is going to be, and I just have this tacked up for right now, but you can see the angle that I have it, that I need it, and I was able to shape inside just around it so I can tack. But I have this tacked for right now. Let me show you what this looks like with the turbo and everything installed. Now that we have, and like I said, this is not completely done yet, but this is the way I want my bracket to sit. There it is, guys. I mean, it looks so much better with that bracket on. With the flange pieces, it raises the turbo up. It's perfectly evenly matched on the driver's side. So, I mean, I'm extremely happy with the way this is now coming out. I still need to clock the cold side on the passenger turbo in order for the intercooler piping to connect. But we are on track. Now, yeah, we're still going to keep wrenching, so we're not done right now. I am so happy this way they look. They look so much better now. I am extremely happy. It is going to be toy. So this is not pretty whatsoever. I got a lot of learning to do, so it's boogered up. But I did a pressure test and there is no leaks. So what I'm going to do now is just going to paint it up. I mean, this is my first time doing something like this, so yeah. I'm either going to paint it black or I'm going to paint it gray. I think I might go with the black to kind of hide some of the shit out of the way. But yeah. First time doing some welding on your own. Alright, boys. Man, we're getting really close. We're getting really close. Check this out. I got the bracket on that I made. I just got done welding it, and I painted it. It doesn't look too bad. It looks horrible. It looks horrible. But it's done, and you can see the amount of surface rust on the hot side. I gotta clean all this crap up again. I hate that shit. I might have to paint this black. But yeah, check this out. So I got the intercooler in, right? You guys can see it. Like I said, I still have it strapped up by whatchamacallit. I just have it strapped up for the time being. But I've got the pipe back on for this turbo. This is ready to go. This is clocked on both sides. If you can see, I have this intake pipe connected, and what I'm doing, and it's just mocked up for the time being until I get most of the other stuff on there, and we can start strapping everything down. But yeah, what I'm doing is I'm running this intercooler piping from the intercooler straight over, around it up into the intake manifold, splitting it down and running my pipe. And I am gonna end up, you know, covering some of this stuff up, or maybe wrapping this, but we are going to run this pipe straight down and up back up into the turbo. So, and there is plenty of clearance. It is not hitting the exhaust at all, although we are going to get a lot of heat. So I'm either thinking about wrapping this pipe down here all the way down, and then yeah, but I need to figure out a good spot to put the blow-off valve. Like I said, I'm putting one blow-off valve here on this side, and I think, because that's going to be too much of an angle, and I think we might have to put, I don't know, I'm going to have to think about that, because I got wastegate here, I'm doing blow-off valve on the intake pipe here. I might be able to do, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this setup. I'm gonna have to lower this pipe down a little bit so it's not smacking against the hood. Either that, or we're gonna have to fabricate the hood. But give it a thumbs up if you guys think this is looking pretty damn good so far. I think it looks pretty damn good. Something different. Like I said, this is my own Frankenstein build, so if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Definitely join us. For everybody here, I did clock these sides, okay? This is slightly on an angle, not too much, but enough to where it's not gonna hurt it from feeding and not gonna hurt it from returning to the oil pan. So, and another thing, I got something special for you guys that I did place an order for, and it did come in to help out with the oil for the entire engine and the turbos. So stay tuned for that. Right now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to install the oil catch can and the piping, and yeah. Alright, so we got the oil catch can here is installed. Running everything out of the way. So that's done. That's sitting nice and tight. That ain't going anywhere. I still got to go out and get a 4-inch to 3-inch coupler so those can connect. Alright guys, I am getting a little frustrated over here with this unit here. It seems like the way these fuel lines run, like I said, I had already put the oil catch can in. That came out perfectly fine. I've got the way the pipe needs to sit. Turbos are not all fully installed, neither exhausts. But this is what I've been trying really hard to get installed Now this is a universal 100 PSI fuel pressure regulator. I needed it because I'm putting in a set of 44-pound fuel injectors so that I'm able to adjust the amount of fuel that I want to dump into the engine. One of the things that that's causing me nothing but heartache is the actual fuel line itself. So this is my fuel line, but the way it looks down there, I don't know if I've got a good picture or if you can even see it. Down there, it looks like a clamp similar to this right here, okay? But there's a lip that looks like it's sitting, this clamp is sitting on top of a lip that's sitting on top of this copper pipe. It's only about a foot long of this, and then the rest of it's all copper piping. Now I'm trying to figure out if I'm able to twist that shit off, or do I need to actually remove the entire line, which sits literally on the bottom of the engine over there, which means that I would have to actually fabricate some type of new line. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to do a little bit more research into it. I did try to call a buddy of mine to see if he knew exactly how to do it. He's kind of stumped too. So we are on night number 2, and I finally found some help on Facebook with this fuel regulator system. So I want to thank Jared Watson and John William Holloway on Facebook, one of my forums, one of my Dodge forums that I went to. I posted up to find out how I was able to get this all connected, and thanks to Jared letting me know how to actually properly connect it, and thanks to John showing me a special connection that I could order, which I did, and it's on its way, including a special fuel filter for this kit as well that I can attach. But if you can see my fuel rail here, you see this little nipple right here? Okay, so thanks to John, he was able to actually find or send me a link of a threaded part piece that will actually thread in to the fuel system. Well, back here, if you guys can see, I already have a piece back here already linked up, ready to go. So thanks to that little piece that John showed me, I'm actually able now to screw that little nipple piece into the feed for this unit, and then connect basically that nipple into my fuel line. And then what I'm going to do is, I already have the pipe situated. I just put it away for the time being, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this to my fuel filter, a little mini adapter fuel filter, and then I'm going to just tie it into here with a clamp like this and tighten it up, and that should hold everything in place. So yeah, wish me luck, guys. Hopefully that me clamping it up to the fuel line, it won't blow out. But thank you, Jared and John. I think Jared and John both are new to the channel. Thank you for that as well, for subscribing. If you guys are interested, and definitely going to check out some forums that I go to, Modified Dodge and Durangos is one of the spots that I went to ask around, and well, I got the answers that I needed. So thank you guys again. So what I'm going to be keeping on doing right now, as you guys can see, is while I'm waiting for the parts, they should be here in the next day or two. I got them shipped immediately, so when I seen that they were able to ship within a day or two. So they should be here. I also got the bags for the hot side, so that we can cover these. And yeah, that's pretty much it that's coming in. But for the time being, while I'm waiting on those parts, what I've been doing is, if you guys can see, rewrapping all this nasty, you see all that nasty shit right there? Well, I'm taking all that off and rewrapping it with new heat tape. So, if you guys can see, I am going to be using this silver heat wrap, which is up to 2,000 degrees that it can withstand, apparently. We will put it up to the test. So, and then, yeah, we're going to be doing the same thing here after I'm done with the black tape that I'm going to be putting over all of the old stuff. Then we're going to be adding the silver for extra heat resistance, or you know what I mean. But if you guys know where I can get a brake boost delete kit, leave your comments down below, and I will definitely place an order for it immediately, so that there we can go ahead and delete that drum there and put a brake booster kit in there. And then I also need to find 2 plugs for the power steering, so that there I'm not, you know, getting any kind of junk and stuff inside. I got a towel still sitting over it, so but yeah, if you guys can see, I've got, it's taken a while, but you know, doing it by myself, we're getting there. So one of the things I wanted to bring up to you guys is I'm going to be getting some help with some welding. You obviously saw the weld job that I did, and it's not that great. So I'm needing some help. So stay tuned for next video. We are going to be introducing a new guest to the channel. We are going to be heading out to his shop, but he's going to help me with drilling and welding the wastegates and the blow-off valves. And then once that's situated, I'm also going to be bringing the turbos with me, because I need to modify the oil return lines. They're just a tad bit too long for the fittings on the returns here, so we're just going to shimmy it down a little bit so I can bolt them up. It should be fine. Another thing is I'm going a little nuts on the face for this whatchamacallit, for the water pump. So just to give you all a heads up, the face on a 5.2 liter for the water pump is basically a reverse fed. Alright, the pump that I have is a standard, which is the opposite. I'm able to actually run it reverse of what it originally is supposed to be doing. So, but I'm going, like I said, a little bit on the crazier side with this. They don't make an actual face, so I am going to be doing a bit of grinding and fabrication. So I'm going to be cutting the shit out of these corners here and grinding this all out. Okay, you see I have a line here. I took the gasket, and what I'm doing is just this section alone is what I'm going to be grinding out. Alright, to match the actual face itself, or just grind it down to a point where I can, you know, do that. So that it'll flow correctly, that is. Same as what I'm going to be doing over here is I'm just going to be grinding just this little piece right here, so that when I do have that rotation, alright, it'll flow perfectly fine into where I need to go, because the way it's supposed to flow is it's supposed to flow this way. It's just a project. It's just an experiment. If it does work, I might try to patent it for the 5.2, so that you guys might be able to order something like this in the future. Alright? If you are new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button and definitely hit that bell notification, because I've got a lot of other stuff coming in. I'm still keeping another secret on a toy part that I just ordered, like I said, to keep the oil cool for both the engine and the turbos. So it should be interesting to see. But yeah, we're doing a lot of crazy shit on this build, guys. So stuff that doesn't belong, things that need to be fabricated, stuff that needs to be. It's just a big mess. But it's a Frankenstein. I basically call it my banshee build. It's just screaming to be done and ready to go get to, so that we can just have fun with it all together. Alright? Yeah. Subscribe, like, and leave your comments down below. Hit that bell notification. Alright?